Well, hello, hi everyone, and welcome to another webinar from Formaloo. And I'm so excited to have you all here. And today we are covering a very exciting topic, which is AI. And you hear it everywhere. Every tool is adding AI to their palette, but Formula is different. How we're adding AI to our platform is not just some random generator, it's more. It's way more than just a random form builder with AI or something. You can pick a template for that, right? But we're going to cover how you can build an AI tool yourself without coding, with no code. So, what we'll cover is how AI generators work, how you can write a good AI prompt, and how you can create your own AI tool without coding. Like it doesn't have to be some tool that you give it to other people. It could be a tool for yourself, a tool that you use daily and you can use in different use cases. And I want to ask Anana to join me on stage so we can get started.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. Noosh said it perfectly. We hear AI pretty much everywhere, but today we're going to be talking about how you can build your own AI tool with Formaloo with absolutely no coding. Please ask your questions in the chat. This is an interactive webinar, so we will have the chance to cover all of your questions at the end of the webinar. And yeah, I will now go ahead to share the dashboard. And if you've attended our previous webinar, now you know that pretty much all of our toolkit, all of our material is in the dashboard that we have. And we're going to share this dashboard to the people who registered for this event. So you're going to get all the toolkit. You're going to get everything that you need on your email right after the webinar. So I say let's get started. I see a lot of you are watching us right now. That's incredible. Let's go. So, first of all, of course, welcome to this webinar. Noosh overviewed what we're going to cover today, but I will go into a little bit more detail. So, what to expect from this webinar, you will understand what is Formaloo AI, how you can create your own tool with no codes, what are some real life use cases of AI generators you can create, how you can train your Formaloo AI, how you can actually build, because Noosh is going to build AI generator live right in front of you, so you will see how it works. And make sure to stay until the end. And also, we're going to cover some frequently asked questions. Before we get into it, we wanted to do this like brief overview of what are the AI generators and why do you need them, right? So basically, AI generator is this like tool that helps you to create different types of content, whether it is text content, images, or others, using artificial intelligence. Basically, it's the same thing that you're doing with ChatGPT. You're giving them the prompt and it's generating the content for you. However, there are the different benefits of using the AI generators. One of the most important ones being that it saves your time and resources, especially if you're running a business by yourself, if you have a small team, or even if you have a bigger team. It saves the time and resources to get the done other important tasks, things done on your calendar. Also, it improves accuracy. Even though we know that some AI, you do need to do double checking, it is proved that it is more accurate than, for example, human made tasks. And yeah, it just really refines the small humane errors that might happen. And also, it like generates more creativity. It's going to give you more ideas. So basically, I think I don't need to convince you guys. Those of you who are watching this, you already know the benefit of using AI in your daily workflows. So I think it's going to be better now to cover what kind of AI generators you can build with Formula and what you can do. Basically, starting from the QR code generator. I'm not sure if you already tested it out. It's out now. If you haven't, I will show you. Generating the creative content, for example, writing the blog or writing the description for the Google Ads, or you can just cover pretty much every area. And we're going to cover the different areas today. Before we get into different use cases you can have with Formaloo AI, I want to share this very important thing, because sometimes when we are giving AI prompts, we expect the AI to understand our conversational tone and our just conversational dialogue. For example, hey, please write this about this. we actually do need to refine our prompts, and there is a specific how to say this guidelines how you should have like very effective prompt. To have an effective prompt, these are the things that you need to cover. These are the main components. It is persona, task, context, and format. And AI needs to understand all of this, what you're looking for, in order to give you accurate responses. So let's go into what these four are and why you need to refine it. Persona, it defines then the role or the character the AI needs to match the response style. And it can be, for example, let's see, you are a project manager for a software developing team. Now the AI knows from which perspective it should operate. Then you need to give it tasks, which are the specific action or objective it needs to accomplish. Let's do example, which is write an update email to stakeholders, summarizing the project's current status, highlighting any delays or challenges, and outlining the next steps. So you have to be very clear of what you want the AI to do. Then you're going to give some context, some background information or details that are relevant for this task. For example, the project has faced a few setbacks due to unforeseen technical issues, but the team is working on a solution. Stakeholders are concerned about the timeline and the budget. So now you have the context, you have the task, and what is left is the format. So you have to describe the desired structure of the output, of the answer that you're going to get from the AI. So the format can look something like this. Write the email in 3 short paragraphs using a professional tone, include brief summary of challenges, the current status, and the next steps to resolve the issues. Sometimes what ends up happening is that you do end up writing all this information after you maybe write only this to the AI generator, and then you have to add the other information because like AI is asking you to refine this information. But to have the effective prompt, this is how it should look like. I will also show you the second example so it makes very clear sense. And this is actually the model that works for any AI that you're using. So this is very useful for not only Formaloo AI, but also other AI tools that you're using. For example, example number 2, your persona would be that you're a teacher creating a study guide for high school students. So now AI knows which perspective they should write. Then they have the task. Write a study guide summarizing the key points of upcoming history exam, focusing on main events and figures of 20th century. Then you're giving it the context that the students have struggled with the complexity, and then you're also asking it, refining the format, which is what the answer output is going to look like for you. So once you nail down and once you have the effective prompt, that's when you're going to get the accurate responses from the AI. So this is something that you should definitely consider before touching any AI models and any AI around you. However, now let's go to AI generators and the different use cases you can create and have with Formaloo. Let's go. You can have different use cases. You can generate creative content, just to cover the topics first. You can also have the strategy generator. You can evaluate something with this. You can also generate codes. You can generate different like results. For example, you have 5 results and you just want to display top 3 results. This is actually one of the use case from our users as well. I hope they're watching this video. Very interesting. You can also have different ending pages with different AI prompts. You can also analyze your files and reports with AI, and you can also generate different ideas. Now what we're going to do is these are all the templates that are available on our templates page, but what we're going to do is we're going to view these forms to see how they work, and then we're going to check what the prompts look like. Let's start with creative content generator. If you're struggling, especially with these like artistic block, or if you need to have different ideas, I think like nowadays, like a lot of copywriters are approaching like different AIs to generate ideas. But this is how it would look, your experience would look like with Formaloo. Let's go to view form. So you already have all the important things that you need to cover. So basically, you have prompt, you are customizing the prompt when you're using this template because it asks you, so what language should this blog be written in? Let's choose English. what should be the tone of voice, and you have many suggestions. And these are all the fields that you can edit as well. So you can edit the options, you can edit the fields to make it match your needs. Let's choose smart. Then you're going to choose the writing style. Remember this format that we have? You can choose academic, analytical, argumentative, critical. Let's do informative. The topic, you have to write the topic it needs to generate. Let's do something like top vacation destinations for summer 2025. Why not? And then we can have you can define the number of headings that you want your blog to have. Let's do 3 actually. Let's have a small article. You're going to click on generate the article and it's done. You don't have to write prompt, you don't have to do anything else. You're going to let the AI do the work and you're going to get the blog post right there ready for you, which later on you can go in and refine and definitely add some content to it or remove some content to it. So here you have your beaches, you have national parks, you have European cities, and you have descriptions as well. This is the result of the prompt that we have written here. However, as I told you, you can go in and actually edit this prompt. For this first template, let's go in and let's look at what the prompt looks like. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the edit form. So you will see the forms editor. Once you scroll down, however, before we scroll down, one more thing to point out definitely is that here, every field needs to have its own ID. This is how AI recognizes that, okay, according to this answer, I will generate this and this outcome. So we have IDs for these fields. And once you go down on the ending page, we have this AI block where we have this prompt. So I will give you a topic for an article. I want you to create an outline for the topic with minimum of headings number. And this is the ID for the total headings right here, field. I then want you to expand on the language of each individual subheadings. Please interspace short and long sentences, utilize uncommon terminology, do not explain what you are doing, send me the outline. So basically, we've worked to refine the prompt. However, you can still go in, change the prompt, and maybe you can ask it to add a lot more text. Maybe you have like the limit, like you want to write 3,000 words. You can all write it here and it's going to adjust to your prompt and your needs. So this is how it works in the backstage. However, we can cover different cases as well. For example, if you're working on the Google Ads copy, this is what the form looks like. So you can decide on the brand's name, industry, product, service, everything. Let's fill out this form together and let's get the results together. Brand name, let's make it Formaloo. Industry, you can check it is technology, SaaS, we are SaaS. Product and service type, we can choose, let's just choose okay, SaaS and software. What is our primary ad goal? Let's say that for us right now is brand awareness. And then you get to choose the target audience that you want to target. Let's do B2B customers and let's do startups. Then you decide the tone of voice. Let's make it persuasive. Right here, you need to write the description. So we can do something like this ad is about a new feature that we are promoting. And it is, let's make it AI generators, because this is what the webinar is about. Keywords would be AI tools, AI generators, and maybe let's keep it like this. Let's keep 2 keywords. And then you can write competitors right here. For example, company A and company B. And if you have specific offers or CTAs, you can write it here. For example, discount code with 30% off. Next plan. Yes, now we submit. So as you can see, you can pretty much get the answer. Like everything that you need to think about as well, this fields cover. There we go. Now we have our copy. And you can use this copy, you can edit this copy, and you can work with it whenever you want. So it's as easy as that. As you can see, you have results under, let's say, 30 seconds. Now that we covered the creative content generators, One more thing you can do as well is a strategy generator. For example, if you're in HR and you're looking for AI employee development plan generator, you can do it with us as well. And this is what the form can look like for you. So you can have a specific employee's name, their job title, department, and fill out these areas. I will fill it out with quick words just to show you how it works. So employee's name can be Anano, it can be content marketer, department can be marketing team, employee, let's do mid-level, the employee strength, creativity, communications, employees' career goals. Let's do learn new skills in management. Areas for development can be more attention to detail. And company's goal would be to grow the team for the next year. Development resources. Definitely, you can be a lot more detailed, but because I just want to show you the essence of how it works, I'm keeping the answers concise, but definitely be as concise as possible. Actually, we do have examples here, so I'm going to use this example here. And timeline can be 6 to 1 year as well, just to really. And let's generate the development plan. And I will also show you the prompt for this, because this is a bit different than please write a blog post for me with this guidelines. Let's see what AI generates for us. Meanwhile, if you have questions, please ask them whenever you're watching our webinar. And yeah, there we go. We have our overview, we have our strength, and these are the development activities that I can focus on and how it aligns with my company's goals. So everything is personalized and tailored to the specific employee, and it saves you so much time. And let's look at how this form looks like from the backstage, what the prompt looks like. Again, they have IDs. Every field has ID because we needed to refine in the template, in the AI. So, for example, you're an HR expert manager, so persona. Do not self-reference, do not explain what you're doing, just develop this, this, and this. So according to this information that you're going to get, which is the level of experience, timeline, think about the development plan for this person. So this is how it adjusts to a specific employee, and this is how it gives you the results. Yeah, so it's as easy as that. As you can see, it's not a complicated prompt, and you can do it. You can also build HR onboarding checklist. However, I will go on to showing you some other use cases. Maybe you can play around with this after you get the access to dashboard as well. So let's do some evaluation forms as well. For example, employee review evaluation. And I think it's especially better when you have AI helping you, that you're not biased and it's super objective. So it's another added benefit when you're using AI to evaluate the performance of your employee. So employee name can be Anano. Again, I'm filling out the information. And I'm making it smaller and smaller as the time goes on. Enter. Marketing. Start date, end date, we can make, let's make it from June till today. Here are the strings. I am gonna use the default examples that we have, and then you can definitely refine it to your case. So basically it says what goals were achieved, what were the areas of improvement, what are the new goals for us for the next period. I would like Michael, I'm not Michael, let's change the Michael for this. And yes, for specific examples, you can be as detailed as you want. This is a long text field. You can write as much content as you wish, so you can be very creative with this. And this is the only place where you need to write a lot, because AI is going to do pretty much everything for you. And Nana participated in self-evaluation process. Now let's generate the performance review, and it's going to give us unbiased look on this specific employee and give us the review. Let's wait for it. And definitely, if you put a lot more information, it might take a little bit more time to analyze it and go through it. However, it should not take too much. And there we go. We already have. So we're going to have the summary, that Anano is a tailored programmer, that these are the strengths, these are the areas of improvement, this is what is achieved, and these are goals for next period. And we have examples for positive and constructive, what's the employee input, and then we have the recommendations that, for example, I would recommend Anana to be enrolled in project management training courses to improve her skills in estimating timelines, and then setting clear deadlines, and also providing positive feedback when she delivers on time will reinforce the importance of time management. I think when we were putting these examples, there was like he and she, and we confused the AI. However, definitely it's not going to confuse once you use the pronouns that you wish for the employee. So yeah, this is how the evaluation works and why you should use it. One more, I think the coolest form that we have with AI is the QR code generator, and I'm quite sure most of you must have had experience with it. So any URL that you put, let's do formaloo.com, you don't need to use this, or you don't need to use this or www in front of the URL. You just write as it is. You click on generate and you get the unique QR code in like a few seconds. So you can use it, you can test it out, you can work with different domains, and this is just incredible way you can. And you can also use this QR code, so you can download it, and you can have it as stickers and use it in different marketing initiatives. So yeah, I would say this is like the coolest tool that we have with the AI generator, but this is my personal opinion. Also, this I want to cover this top results, generate top results. As I said, this was the use case from one of our users. They had like different outcomes, so they had 7 results, but they only wanted to display top 3 results that were correlating with the user. So how you can achieve it? You can achieve it with Formaloo AI, and I will show you how. For example, we can have a career path guidance. So we have, let's say, 10 career options, but they adjust to users' answers to give them like, these are the top 3 you're going to excel at. So let's see how the form looks. And I made it super brief. We're going to have this as a template, a more complex one. Made it super brief for you. So what type of work environment do you prefer? Let's do collaborative. Which of the following tasks do you enjoy doing the most? Creative problem solving. What motivates you in job? Making a difference in people's lives. And which of the following skills do you excel or enjoy developing? Let's do communications. Once you submit the form, it's going to give you the top 3 results from this like 10 that I submitted to the AI prompt. I will show you the prompt. And yeah, this is just example. So I can be software developer, I can be marketing coordinator or project manager, and also gives me brief descriptions because I asked for brief descriptions in the prompt. Let's see the prompt, what it looks like. So again, every field has ID. As you can see, once you click right here, you're going to see the ID. And this is what the prompt looks like. So based on the responses of skills, this, and this, please display top 3 most matching titles out of these different positions. So this is just one use case, just one example, but this idea can be used with others as well. So you can definitely display. You can use logic as well, but this just makes life a lot easier. So definitely, I would suggest you to use this. Again, what do we have left? We have that I just mentioned logic, and also having multiple and landing pages and deciding what you want to show the user. And for those of you who have watched our webinar, our last webinar, which was about logic, you know how to do conditional redirection. However, if you haven't seen it, make sure to go and see, because in Formaloo we have different ending pages. You can decide what the user sees after they submit the form, and you can have a different ending pages, and you can have different input on those ending pages. And we can have different AI generated responses on this landing pages. Why not? And this example can be personality quiz. I will just show you how it works. I will show you the form itself. This is just an ordinary personality quiz, a template that you can find. So we will have different outcomes, which is the different personality types. For example, the integrator, the socializer, the innovator, and so on and so forth. We have 5, I think. And we're going to ask the AI This specific ending page will be for the integrator, which is controlled by our logic. And I will show you the logic so that if the person answers this, this, and this, please guide them and lead them and show them this ending page, which is going to be the integrator. But how I'm using AI? I'm using AI to generate the creative response for this person for this specific like integrator balanced type. But I will show you the logic very quickly, what it looks like. Let's go to advanced logic. And yes, right here, we are using variables and we are using this like fields values for the variables that if, for example, the ideal Saturday morning is option A, please add +1 to socializer, and socializer is a variable field. And then in the end, we have this on submitting the form. This decides basically what the users will see after they submit the form. So these leads them to the ending pages. So for example, if the socializer variable is the greatest, they're going to go to the ending page, which is the socializer. And then on this ending page, we have this like AI generated creative response that they're going to get all these descriptions for the socializer. What's the benefits of this? What does it mean for them? So this is also one way you can use AI with different and multiple ending pages. I keep saying landing pages, but I mean ending pages or success pages as well. Another thing that AI can do is analyze files or reports. And this is wonderful because in Formaloo we have file uploads field, and you can give any prompt you want to the AI. It's going to analyze your files for you. Let's do this example, which is like keyword and main idea extraction. We're going to go to view how it works. So basically, I'm going to select and I'm going to put in the file, which is a random PDF file right here. And I just ask the prompt and the AI to extract the keywords and main ideas from this PDF file. So once I click on it, it's going to analyze the content that is written in the PDF. And this can also be useful, for example, analyzing some CVs if you're scanning, if you're in HR. You can analyze different reports. You can analyze Excel files as well. So possibilities are endless, but you can utilize definitely the file field with our AI. And so we have it. So keywords here, this was the random lorem ipsum dummy PDF. So keywords were this, printing, type, setting, and dummy text. And the main ideas are that it gave me the context of what it's about. And if you're a student as well, you can use it for your resources and you can use it for your materials. It's very helpful and very effective. Let's go back and then we're ending at the sweet note. Let's hope it's a sweet note. For example, idea generator. Like if you're not sure like what movies to watch and you don't even know what to ask the AI, like we already have prompts ready for you. Or if you want to cook something and you don't know what to cook, let's do this form together. So what do you want to eat today? We are asking you, the form is asking you exact questions that you need to answer. For example, what do you have in your fridge? Let's say cheese, let's say eggs and butter and maybe tomatoes. So am I craving like specific ingredient in my meal? Let's make it mushrooms. Mushrooms is their ingredient that I don't want in my meal, and maybe it can be milk. And then we're gonna generate a random dish and it's gonna give me idea. And you can do it as much time as you want. I think it also gives us, let's check the how to prepare this dish as well. But if you don't know, you can still refine the prompt to make it answer this question for you. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna do carbonara, spaghetti alla carbonara. Wonderful. So we have ingredients and we have instructions too. So yeah, we can also create some like fun quizzes or fun forms for yourself or for your team or for your friends, definitely. So these are like brief, this is the brief overview of what you can create with Formaloo generators. But now I think the question is how you can create them. I want to invite Noosh to stage because she's going to show you from scratch how you can create AI
Awesome.
generators.
Thank you so much, Anano. And yes, so you see the different use cases and examples, but how can you build one from scratch? So let's create one from scratch, and I will show you how to approach it, how to approach such a use case. So you have some idea in your mind and you want to build it, right? And first things first, open your dashboard and open your Formaloo dashboard, of course. And in your dashboard, you can create different pages, just like this webinar application we created. You can create a new page from here and type /form. So when you type /form, you can either choose from the existing forms or create a new form. You can choose to embed it as a card or completely. So this is a card view, and you can also embed it like the whole form completely right here. Let's edit the form and customize it. So when you want to create your AI tool, think from the AI prompt first. So what do you want the AI to do? So for example, here I will write /AI or use this button here. And here I have my AI box. And I want to write down the AI prompt that I want the AI to do for me. So always think of your use case first and then create the form. The form can come later, but first think of the prompts that you want to write. Anano showed you how you can write effective AI prompts, and it's super simple. So let's say first I want it to ignore any previous instructions and start with a fresh mind. Uh, so here we have it. And then we should tell the AI who it is. So let's say I want to create a signature generator. So email signature generator. I want AI to create an email signature for me, for my team members, and I want to give it to my colleagues to be able to create an email signature to add copy paste into their emails at the end of their emails, and it's professional and works perfectly. So I will say you are a professional branding expert, right? And specializing in corporate email signatures. So we have defined who this AI bot is. Now we want to ask it to do something. For that, I will say generate a structured, well-designed email signature, right? Including the following details. Now I want to give AI some details, what information it needs to create this email signature. And because I want to create a tool that works for any name, for any person with any job role, I want to make it more dynamic. It's not a static AI prompt, it's more dynamic. So I will give it the name of the person's name is. So now I want to pipe the value from this field. This field is asking for the person's name, right? So I will give it an idea of name. This way I can pipe its value here by adding @name. So this way, this @name will be replaced with the value entered on this field on the form. So let's see how it works. This is answer piping. I can even copy this and paste it here so you can see how it's working. So I will publish this and preview it. Let me share the form view. So here I will enter my name and submit the form. Here you see we have the AI prompt, and my name is replaced with the name I provided on the form. If I entered some different name, if I entered Anano, it would be replaced with Anano's name, right? So now you created a email signature, but it's not about me. It's by the data it also already generated. So we don't want it to hallucinate or generate any email signature. So we should provide more details about my job role, my company, and my company website, what's my email address, and other information. So let's do that. And it's exactly the same process we took to create this. So I will remove this AI, the AI prompt. So your AI prompt must go inside this AI box. Just make sure it's here. So now I want to add my job role. The person's job role is role, but I don't have a field for role. So I will ask for the person's role here, right? So, and I will give it an ID of role, so I can pipe it right here. You can write any ID. It doesn't have to be exactly the same thing, but just for the sake of easiness. So you can also say the company they're working at is and company. So here you can ask for the person's company name, right? So you can ask for different things and pipe its value right into your AI prompt. And thinking with AI prompt first helps you to write an AI prompt that really works for your situation, and make sure to test it out. Test it out in every step to make sure that it's working for you, because writing a good AI prompt really helps, and that's the really trick here. And you can create any tool that you have in mind. You can to make this email signature generator work, you can ask for the person's job title, for their company name, company website, email address, if they have a slogan. Even you can ask the AI to write a slogan. For example, I will give you some information about the company. For example, here I have a long text. Describe your company, or what your company does, right? You describe what the company does, maybe the value proposition or whatever the company does, and give it to AI to create and generate a slogan and include it in the email signature it generates for your use case, for your email signature. And you can ask for anything. You can ask for the industry they're working at. You can even have for example, you can add a drop down, for slogan type, and add some values for it. For example, the slogan type can be benefit driven, problem solution, descriptive. You can give it different options so the user who wants this email signature can have a really beneficial and effective email signature, and a slogan that generates demand and shows their values. So you can even have a drop down. You can have any different type of field and pipe its value into your email, into your AI prompt. And just make sure that whenever you're asking for data, you're using the right field type. For example, for email, using an email field ensures that the user enters the correct format of email. It should have an @ sign, it should have some .com or .org or something .net. For phone, it makes sure that the format entered in the phone field is a phone number or a number. Website, we have 30 plus field types you can use, and they give you this value to validate the data that the user enters into your form. So yeah, think of any AI tool that you can create and automate your daily tasks. that helps you, instead of writing the AI prompt over and over again, saving the AI prompt somewhere to customize it and change it, you can create an AI tool for yourself for your daily tasks and submit it. Or you can create a tool and give it to others so they can use it. And Anna showed you some really good examples for personality quiz. For example, you analyze the person's persona, you give them some options. Let's say here we have a single choice, and you're asking the person, what do you do first when you wake up, right? Or different things about their personality. And you ask AI to analyze this data and tell you which personality type this user is most it is closest to, right? Which What's their personality type. So you can analyze different things, and instead of writing complicated logic, of course you can build it with logic, but instead of writing complicated logical rules, you can use AI to automate it, to make it faster, to make it more efficient and more relevant. And yeah, of course you can analyze everything and give. And one more thing actually just came to my mind in a personality quiz. Let me actually show you an example. So I will, I want to show you the Formaloo templates. You can pick any template you want. And I want to pick the personality quiz. So let's say this one. You can preview it or use the template. I want to use the template here. And let me show you how you can customize it. So this is my personality quiz, and it also shows you the same tool. You can customize it however you want, change the design, change the colors, change the background image, and everything. But in this case, we have different ending pages. Based on the user's personality, we show them their personality type. But you can customize it with AI. Just have one ending page and use AI to analyze the user's persona. But we also have variables, right? So these are the variables: adventurer, observer, innovator, and we're using logic to add values to these variables, right? So for example, we have, if the answer is option 4, adding one value to adventure. If it's option 3, to observer. If it's option 2, to innovator. And if it's option 1, to socializer. So as the user is answering these questions, it's adding values to these persona types. So by the end of the personality quiz, we have different values for each of these variables. So you can give these variables to AI to analyze it instead of creating a complicated comparison at the end of the logic. If this is greatest, do show this ending page. If that's greatest, show the other ending page. You can have one ending page, give the variables to the AI to analyze them, and show a text about the biggest variable. So for example, if observer is the main personality type, AI can generate some text about this personality type, and it can add value to the user. So it can give advice what to do next, and it's all based on the user's personality type. So you can add these, you can have logic adding values to the variables, and use the results with AI to analyze and give the user some value. Yeah, so this is another very cool use case. And the sky's the limit. So you can create any tool. You can analyze files. You can analyze text. You can create text. You can create QR codes. And yeah, think of anything that can be done with AI generators. It can be done and automated with Formaloo as well. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, just write them in the comments. We'll be more than happy to hear your use cases, what you want to build, and hear what you are building with Formaloo. And we'd love to hear about your creativity. So let's go over to the questions and explore different use cases.
Hmm. Wonderful. So let's start with this. It's Radiance by Raytila Salon and Minispam. The question is, how can I get Formula to notify me when someone completes my quizzes or forms?
Cool. So let me share my screen again and show you. So this is your form and you want to enable the notification settings. You just get to the notify tab and you have two options here. Like you have more options, but let's say you want to receive emails. The first option is the notification email. The second option is autoresponder. When you enable the notification email, it asks you who should receive this email. So you can enter your own email address, and whenever this form is submitted, you will be notified, and it will formally will send you an email telling you about this submission. You can also forward it to your team members, so they also receive a copy of the response. The default email template has a table of responses and everything that that submission includes. But you can create a custom email template to customize the email, make it your own, remove formal branding. You can even send it with your own email server. Let's say you have your own email server, your own email address, and you want the custom emails to be sent from your address. So you can do that too. And here is more information about email server options. And we have some help articles. If you go to help.formal.com, you will learn more about how you can achieve this. But anyway, you can add images here. You can write text for your email. You can even use the form responses. For example, hello. You want to use the person's name, so you can write hello field one value, and this value will be replaced with the user's name, considering that field number one is the user's name. So if user's name is in number three, we can write field three value. So it will be replaced with the value of the third field. You can also do it in email subject. For example, let's say you want to mention the person's name in the email subject. And yeah, so this is it. On this form, we're not asking for the user's name, but if you were, for example, you can add just a text field right here and ask for the person's name. You can move it up to the top of the page and say, what's your name? And that's it. So this is how you can, and you see the field number right here, also here. So that's how you know what field number it is. And yeah, so this is how you can send email notifications to users and to yourself, sorry, and customize the email with this email template. You can also attach a PDF of the responses if you want by enabling this option. And the other option is the autoresponder, and this is to send an email to the person who is submitting the form. So if you're asking for the person's email address on the form, you can send an email, a copy of the response via email to that person. So I ask for email here. So now I should be able to enable this option. So getting back, now I can enable the autoresponder option. And because I have the email, I'm asking the email. So Formal automatically sends an email to the user. And you can also customize the email and attach a PDF. And yeah, it's super simple. Just enable an option and it will automatically be sent.
Mhm. Wonderful. Thank you, Nush, for explaining. I'm going to follow up with the same user's comment that they share their use case with us, that they want to build a form that allows clients to choose what is the best facial for their issues, like a client intake and advisory. And I think that's 100% doable, especially with our AI. So
Absolutely.
that's a wonderful. Thank you for sharing with us. Let's cover some other questions. We have time, which is wonderful. We have this question from a LinkedIn user. They're asking, can I set up a tool that scans industry news, reports, and social media to detect emerging trends and provide actionable insights?
No, Formal AI doesn't analyze the web. And actually, no LLM does. You can use Google Gemini for that if you want to scan the web and all web pages. But Formal AI is just like another LLM, like ChatGPT and Claude and others. So it works with the data you give it and with the data it already has. So for scanning web, no.
Mhm. Thank you, Nush. We have another LinkedIn user. They're asking, will I be able to automate product roadmap and create prioritization, for example, rank feature requests based on impact and feasibility?
Absolutely. So let me share my screen again. Yeah, so
Mhm.
you can, on Formaloo, you have all your data. Let's say you have created a base for your roadmap and you have the data and the table of responses and all of the votes your audience has given. And now you want to analyze this data, get the top requested features and everything. So for that, you can use the analyze block. So the analyze block connects to your base, any base you want. So after that, you can ask for a response. So for example, you can say what are the top requested features on the roadmap, right? And it's because it's connected to your data source, to your, for example, personality quiz, to your roadmap, to the base that you have either imported or collected responses with Formaloo. You have the data, you give it, you connect it to this AI analyze and ask the question, generate, and it gives you the responses. And it's that simple.
Wonderful. We have another LinkedIn user. They're asking, as a business analyst, can I develop a system that pulls data from multiple sources, sales, customer feedback, operational metrics, and generates real time visual reports for stakeholders?
Absolutely. So again, the same thing. You can use the AI analyze block. So one cool thing that you can do. Let me share my screen. So yeah. So one cool thing you can do is you can import all your data from an Excel sheet and just upload it, and it will create the basis for you. When you upload something, it creates a base just like any other base, and it can have a form or not. You can use the form or not, it doesn't matter, but every form is connected to a base. So you can connect that base to your AI analyze block, just like here, just slash analyze, and choose the base that you have imported and ask the information you need from AI. What are the top bottlenecks in the business? What are the top whatever? So it's simple, just import data and use the analyze.
Thank you, Nish. We have a very good question coming up that we said that we can train Formaloo with our company information. How do we do
It's
that?
exactly the same use case. So you import your data and use the AI analyze, or use a form tool and import your information with a file, whatever data you have, and it analyzes your data. And for enterprises, we have more deep version that learns about your business and learns all of the information you give it for your business, and it works like it is connected to all of the bases and uses all of the information and gives you responses based on the questions you ask. So it can be connected to different bases and use all the information you give it to analyze and give you value.
Mhm. Nice. Then we have another question. I think it needs refining, or maybe Noosh, you understand. Where do I add my keys?
Oh, maybe for AI, for example, if you're using, I don't know, Chat GPT, GPT for API key. So right now we don't support like external API keys for other LLMs, but you can feel free to request it on the roadmap, and we'll definitely will go for it.
Mhm. And it's a follow up from the same user. They just commented. I will show it. So they're refining. So I don't need to bring any key if there are any limits related to the
Yeah,
use.
so right now we don't have any limits. You can use as many times as you need, but yeah, definitely in future we will bring limits, and with that we will add more connections so you can use your own LLM too.
Mhm. Thank you, Nush. I see these are the questions that we covered all of them right now. If someone is watching, if you I think we have still 4 minutes. If someone is watching, you can make sure and ask your questions below. However, as we said, we're gonna send you this recording with all the toolkits and the dashboard to your email, so you can test everything by yourself, selves, and also you can visit our templates where you can just try out our generators.
Yeah,
Uh,
so as a wrap,
yes.
I want to mention that you can create any use case that is needs some data. For example, you are using AI prompts every day with an LLM, and you want to automate it. So the best use cases are this: that you want to automate something instead of copy pasting the AI prompt, you can automate it, and the AI prompt is there. You just give it information, and it works for you. And yeah, so I think it's a really good tool. Give us your ideas. We would love to add your ideas as a template to our templates gallery. Make sure to check out our templates gallery, and we will send you all an email including all of the templates, all of the videos that help you get started, and all of the resources. And I want to thank you for joining us today. And yeah, that's a
Mhm.
wrap. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. And yes, happy
Yeah,
formaloing till our next
have a
meeting.
formal link. Bye.